everyone.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Susie.
And you're listening to the Gilmore Gab. Welcome to the Gilmore Gab. This is episode 17. We are going to talk about the Stars Hollow townspeople. Some of them. I keep saying Hallow. I'm saying Weird's word today.
Stars Hollow.
I'm saying words weird today.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes, Stars Hollow. Some of the Townies. A couple of them will get their own episode because they can. But this one, we're going to cover some of the prominent ones that don't have enough for their own episode, but deserve attention. Starting with, I believe, Miss Patty and her bestie, Babette.
Okay, all day today. There's a scene somewhere in the collection of Gilmore Girls where Rory is talking to Lorelai, and Lorelai's like, Babette, Miss Patty. And then Rory says something else, and she's like, Babette, Miss Patty. And that literally has been in my head all day long. Babette, Miss Patty.
But what is it for?
I can't remember.
Because, okay, so the thing is, you know how, like, there's always, like, the town gossip, but it's seen negatively? So, like, Miss Patty and Babette are the town gossips, but, like, they're not the town gossip. They're the town news.
It's true. And I think it was one of those, like, I'm not going to go off and do that, or like, I can't remember. I need to find it now.
I'm going to find out. We Google a lot on here.
It's true. We do. Babette, Miss Patty.
I thought it was something like, how did you find out? Or how will they find out, Babette, Miss Patty?
Okay. The scene where Luke and Lorelai are talking, and Luke's like, well, maybe nobody knows. And she's
about
like,
them dating.
About them dating. And she's like, Babette, Miss Patty. And he's like, well, maybe they're not saying anything. And she's like, Babette, Miss Patty. Like, literally, that has been going through my head all day long. Just that part.
And it's not even in a negative way, because it's not like Babette and Miss Patty are mean. It's not like they're trying to be harmful. They just know everything. But also, it's a tiny town.
It is.
And Miss Patty lives in the works. I don't know where she lives, but her dance studio is in the epicenter.
It's true.
It's where they have the town meetings.
It's true.
And she's also, like, quote, second in command, for lack of a better term, to Taylor.
Yeah.
Like, so of course Miss Patty's going to know it all. She could stand at that door. She does frequently, smoking while her dancers are dancing and watch everything. So yeah, if Babette and Miss Patty don't know Luke and Lorelai are together, nobody knows.
It's true. But also, here's the thing I love about Babette and Miss Patty is, like, they know everything, but they also know when to say something and when to shut the town up. Like when Lorelai gets drunk at Lane's wedding and, goes off on Luke in her drunken state with Christopher there. And then Luke, because Luke isn't there, and he comes back to town.
And she's in the diner.
And Miss Patty pulls her aside and is like, I told the town this story, and this is what we're all going with. And I love that they care that much about Lorelai. That, like, I mean, they, like, you can call them gossips, but honestly, like, I feel like gossips usually are, like,
malicious.
Yeah, and they're not.
And that's why, like, I do think sometimes gossip gets a negative connotation, especially in certain circles.
Yeah.
Sometimes gossiping is just this neutral term for telling somebody things.
Yeah.
And we've just made gossip sound so negative a lot of the time. But it's just like, no, you missed out. Like, here, we're spilling the tea. They are tea spillers.
They are tea spillers.
That is a positive connotation.
Yes.
They just spill the tea, but they do care. I mean, Miss Patty, they are separate people. Miss Patty actively carries around a wallet-sized photo of Lorelai to show eligible men, because Lorelai's like a daughter to her.
Yeah.
And then Lorelai takes it away and says, stop doing that. But still.
I mean, let's be real. Do you think she got more? I think she did get more pictures.
Of course. I'm sure she has multiple.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Lorelai's everywhere.
But I love how much they love the town and how much they love their Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, I think Miss Babette lives next door to these girls. So she also very much mothers them. Like, I think because even though Babette is married to a very wonderful man.
We love
Maury. He's great. And she's just this quirky, cutesy, she's like a fairy godmother.
She is.
But they never had kids.
They have cats.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the way they interact with Rory and Lorelai, I think is that parenting thing. Like, that's like, I don't have children. You need someone. You are sad, lonely kittens lost in the rain. Let me take care of you. Yeah. And Babette, Miss Patty, gosh, this is going to be a thing. Miss Patty married 4 times to 3 men. but never really found because she's a showgirl.
Yeah.
And, they have a hard time, but also never had children.
Yeah.
So, like, those are their daughters and granddaughter, and they just want to keep an eye on them and take care of them. And honestly, nothing is better than Babette's voice.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
her gravelly voice, and you just hear it, Maury, I'm coming home. Play me home. And I love that. Like, she's so quirky and so just funny. And her and Miss Patty like complement each other because they're both quirky, but quirky in different ways.
Yes.
And like Babette is over the top unintentionally. Like that's just her personality. And Miss Patty is over the top because that was her whole career and passion.
Yeah.
But then they sit down and they do the knit-a-thon and they're just cutesy. Like they're like young ladies, old ladies, all in the same body, and I just love them too.
It's true.
So much.
It's true. I love how much like they love like the town because I mean we never actually know how long they've lived in the town. I mean obviously Miss Patty has lived elsewhere because she was a showgirl and she did the stage, and she did all that and then she ended up in Stars Hollow somehow. We don't know. And Babette, from her stories, she didn't always live in Stars Hollow either.
No, but then she custom built herself a house for her height that her husband is a saint.
Yeah.
And is like triple her height and just makes it work.
Yeah. I love their odd height dynamic.
I love that. It's adorable.
Yeah. And I also love Maury. How patient he is. Cause like she's kind of a firecracker and she kind of just like goes everywhere. And he just patiently follows her around.
I don't even think it's patience. I think he's just totally content and like very laid back, easygoing. But he's also like a jazz guy.
Yeah, he is.
And I feel like jazz people tend to be very like chill and laid back. And like nothing stresses them out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that's like. I wish I did. Like I wish I could be as chill as Maury sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm overstimulated by clothing on my body sometimes.
It happens.
But also like Babette and Maury are so funny because like their morbid obsession with Halloween.
Oh my gosh,
is hilarious.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't expect that. Like, and in the nicest way, Babette is the most adorable garden gnome. She's a garden gnome and I love her. Yes. And she got mad because the new mailman or whoever, and then Jess stole a garden gnome and the new mailman kicked the garden gnome. Somebody kicked one of her garden gnomes and then Jess stole the gnome.
Yeah.
What was his name? I want to know what his name was now. I can't remember. What's the name? Because all I can think about is the names of the gnomes when Bluey and Bingo go to Hammer Barn. It's like Gerald, Hecuba, Babette's gnome name, Pierpont.
Yes.
He kicked Pierpont. He stole Pierpont.
Poor Pierpont.
Dang it, Jess, why'd you have to go steal Pierpont?
Gives him back.
Yeah.
Eventually.
And then she had Cinnamon and had a whole wake for the cat.
Yep.
Which is when we talked about this really early on in our podcast because I remember that episode being so special in my mind. And I reflected on it more as I was editing the Doyle episode because we talked about how early on in the series we got to see more of the town and more of the people. And then suddenly the town folk didn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And in that episode, the entire town, it feels like, comes together in this teeny tiny house to be there, not to celebrate a dead cat.
Yeah.
But because Babette is their family. And we see Luke Danes sitting down on the piano bench next to Maury or whoever's playing and just kind of bobbing along and looking like a sweet, sensitive soul, which is not Luke Danes at all.
Not at all.
And I remember clocking that and being like, wow, look at this. And then we see that same moment years later when Babette and Miss Patty are like, we can't go to the graduation?
Yeah.
What do you mean we can't go to the we need to recreate the graduation. We want to be there for you.
Yeah.
Because we're part of it. We helped you get there.
Yeah.
And they hold that town.
It's true. They do.
Especially because Miss Patty puts up with Kirk.
Oh my gosh. I just love all of the shows that Miss Patty does, especially the shows about herself, like her one-woman shows that Kirk directs horribly.
I mean, who can forget? And we'll get to this because the Kirk episode is coming.
Yes.
But the Kirk show, and she lets him. This is the thing about Miss Patty is she will never actively, I feel like, or openly shame someone's artistic ambitions.
Yeah.
Because Kirk did a whole watch me rebirth myself from the womb. And she's just like, I don't even know, but good
and then
for
like
him.
goes through a whole life and then dies on stage.
And she let it happen because she's like, you know what? Good for you.
He's gonna do it anyways.
And I just love, there's a lot, they were the moms of Stars Hollow.
They were.
You know, and they were so kind. Like I remember that, well, I don't remember. Look, I got to touch on this memory situation here because I was looking at the comments. Somebody had commented on one of our episodes, like an earlier episode, I think episode 2, maybe? I don't know. And they mentioned that Dean did in fact go to a Friday night dinner and Richard interrogated him about colleges and things. I remember the interrogation. I do not remember it being at Friday night dinner.
I don't either.
So let's just be fair and say our memories suck. But and now I've forgotten what I was talking about prior to that.
Babette, Miss Patty.
Babette, Miss Patty.
Babette or Miss Patty.
That they might have had
it now too.
That Miss Patty, I think had an interaction with Emily Gilmore at one point, or Babette did, or they both did, and they were just so nice, a little quirky, but just nice.
I'm pretty sure they did, because Emily and Richard have come to the town multiple times.
But can we also just commend Miss Patty for the unwelcome wagon towards Christopher when they got married?
Oh my gosh, yes. Because he saw it as a nice thing. And
I was like, this is junk.
This is terrible.
This is not what they give new people.
They hate you. They hate you a lot, Christopher.
But also, that is Miss Patty and Babette's way of just being like, we want to tell you that he's bad for you, sweetheart, and that we don't want him here and we don't like him, but we're not going to say that to your face because we love you.
Yeah.
But if you can take a hint, we're going to give you some.
Did you know that the actress that plays Miss Patty,
Liz Torres?
Yes, she teaches math on PBS. So she did teach math on PBS.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I learned that because when I was in college, you know, as you do when you're bored sometimes, I was channel surfing and I came across Liz Torres teaching like algebra with the projector, right? Like the like you write on
like the actual old school projector.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like the OG projector. But yeah.
Overhead projector.
Yes, an overhead projector. Yes. And like she was like teaching you how to do algebra. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Miss Patty teaching us how to do algebra. And I was like, I could learn something here because I am not good at math. Except I did know algebra.
And that's the greatest thing. Like we talked about on the last episode about how Gilmore Girls is such an exciting show for people who are younger to get into.
Yeah.
Because they've already been introduced to like Jared Padalecki as Sam on Supernatural. I always have to think about that one.
Yeah.
And Melissa McCarthy as this very famous actress and comedian. But both of them really weren't much before Gilmore Girls.
It's true.
And so people who know them as they are and Sean Gunn and everything, watching Gilmore Girls is a trip for them because they're like, hey, you know, but it's like, look, they're babies. And it's the same situation here. It's this idea of like they're getting to interact with. I mean, Babette is played by Sally Struthers.
Yeah. Which
was a huge name in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So I just, she was, it's
the amount of
Gilmore Girls is a trip.
It is a trip. And like, it's so funny because the amount of like actually well-known actors now that were like, that did like an episode or two of Gilmore Girls is really funny. Because like, there's so many names. You're like, holy, what? They were on Gilmore Girls? And it's like, yeah, they were on like 1 episode or 2 episodes. Like John Hamm was on 2 episodes.
Well, the dad in Young Sheldon, he's the newspaper connection or online journal connection at Logan's party.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Rory connects with him. Yeah, that I was like, because we were actively watching Young Sheldon at the time I was doing my Gilmore Girls rewatch. I was like, why does he look familiar? Oh, so like it's today. If somebody was watching Gilmore Girls, would be like, gosh, how much money did this show cost them? Because they got all these big names, but they weren't big names then.
Yeah, no, they were not.
And it's just it is a cool show for that alone.
It is. It really is. It's so fun.
And I really hope more of the next generations get to experience the show.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's timeless.
It is. And like, it's something that we were talking about, I think last week when we were talking about how like, I don't want to give away anything.
So don't.
Yeah. But last week we were talking about some stuff and it was interesting because like that show in some aspects has not aged well in like the very poignant pop culture references.
Oh yeah.
Those did not age well, but overall the show is timeless, which is very interesting because Rory actually channel surfs on the show.
That is true. No, I think it's timeless because of what it is. And again, we talked about this in the Doyle episode. It's a slice of life show.
Yes.
And sometimes it's just kind of nice to watch people go through the same challenges that you might have been going through at the time. You know, and be relatable.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is very much a quintessential late 90s, early 2000s show.
It is. Like the fashion obviously puts it in there. But even with that,
I wish I could wear that still. Like I know a lot is coming back, but it's not like my fashion.
Yeah.
I want the pea coats and the business casual.
Listen, I still love a good pea coat.
They're so hard to find that fit right though.
I know.
You have to get expensive tailored ones.
I have
you get them
at
Target and they just don't fit in the shoulders.
I have a really cute one that I wore like 10, 15 years ago. And it was like a plaid. It was like blues. It's so cute. So cute. It does not fit me anymore.
To be fair, I'm at the point where I might just dress like Miss Patty because that looks super comfy. Just the big like moo dress styles because girl, I ain't got the time.
Listen, they're super comfy for a reason.
And I'm obviously trying to bring us back so I don't have to edit 30 minutes of babble out like I did on the last episode.
I feel like this conversation has stayed pretty on point in that we're talking about the timelessness of Gilmore Girls.
Yes, but we need to talk about the Stars Hollow Townies.
Yes. Yeah. Do we want to move on from Babette, Miss Patty?
I don't know. Do you have anything else to say about Babette, Miss Patty?
I love them. Babette ate oatmeal. I love when they backpack through Europe and they come back late and Babette is at their house and she's called every
consulate of every place they would have gone because she misunderstood the itinerary.
No, she didn't. Lorelai just had him extend a week or two and didn't know that Rory had given Babette the itinerary.
She should have known.
It's Rory.
Rory doesn't do anything spontaneous. Well, she stole a yacht. But that was in a fit of emotion.
It's true.
So, but yeah, no, but that's again goes back to how those are their babies.
Yeah.
And they're not like, of course they're calling every call. I mean, to be fair, if my daughter extended her trip and failed to tell me, I'd be calling every consulate too. Be like, where are you?
What kills me is it didn't occur to Rory to let Babette know.
Right?
Like she knows Babette. She knows Miss Patty. She knows the town. She gave him the itinerary.
To be fair, I'm surprised Babette didn't somehow call Emily Gilmore.
That's true.
And be like, hey, so where are your daughters? And your daughter and your granddaughter?
I think she probably knew that Emily wouldn't know.
Honestly, I don't think she would. Well, why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't Emily know?
Yeah,
because they were
talking
backpacking.
So you don't think they would have let Emily Gilmore wouldn't have found a way to find out if they were late? Like, wouldn't Emily Gilmore have been on top of the itinerary as well?
Well, but I don't think they gave her an itinerary because they didn't want her.
Why on earth would Rory give Babette an itinerary and not Emily Gilmore?
Because Babette was watching their house.
So?
And wait, no, they didn't have a dog yet.
No, they did not have Pauline.
No, because Lorelai would have thrown a fit if Emily had an itinerary. Except they didn't know where they were going because they wanted them to look up they wanted Lorelai and Rory to stay at their friends' houses.
Yes, and Richard gave they were aware of the Europe trip.
Yeah.
Because there was a distinct you got to do this and you got to do this and you know you're not staying in hostels. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They knew about the trip, so why?
Yeah.
Anyway. Babette, Miss Patty. We love them.
We do love them.
We hate Rory.
It's true. Do you know who else is fun in the town?
Who?
The Troubadour.
Ah, the Troubadour. Except that the funny thing about the Troubadour is he doesn't really get fun until the other Troubadour.
That's true.
Because the Troubadour's just there. He's a staple. He's always on the corner. He's the one you usually see at the end of an episode or at the beginning of an episode. And he has no other focus until
he makes it big.
He makes it big, quote, and leaves. And then
for a day.
and then another Troubadour shows up.
A lot of other
Not yet.
Oh, that's true. It's just the one guy that's also the farmer.
Starts at first.
Yeah.
And then I guess they found out he made it big because he was discovered in Stars Hollow. So then more Troubadours came.
Well, the one Troubadour is there before because they take it to the town. And
oh, yeah, because they're fighting over it before he makes it big.
Yeah. And then he makes it big and then all the other Troubadours start showing up.
Yes. And then the town is overrun by troubadours and Taylor Dosey loses his mind. And then the town troubadour comes back and he's like, get out.
I love how he's like, Taylor, how could you let this happen? Yeah, Taylor, how could you let this happen? Taylor, like, is the one who should have run them all out.
That is very valid.
And I mean, in the end, he does, but like...
But why didn't he from the start?
Mm-hmm. How did they stay there so long? Because they're there for days.
For days. Yeah. And then Town Troubadour gets his spot back. And really, Town Troubadour is just a plot point to lead into the other guy who was the first Town Troubadour, then turns into like a farmer's market.
And is like Taylor's, like the bane of Taylor's existence because he sells produce too.
But he's like so nice about it too. He's
He
like,
is
oh
so nice.
man, I didn't mean to upset you. There's room for both of us.
Especially because like he sells whatever he grew. And then he's like, well, I'm out.
Yeah. He's a traveling troubadour farmer.
That lives around Stars Hollow because he's there for multiple seasons.
Doing
but he doesn't,
what, though?
He doesn't pop in all the time. He's either troubadouring or he's selling his produce. He like pops in occasionally, but he's not like a huge... I don't even know his name.
Well, I don't even know the town troubadour's name.
Well, I don't think he has a name. I think he's just a town troubadour.
I thought he had a name. Here we go. Who are you Googling?
I'll Google the tall troubadour.
Okay, and I will Google the original town troubadour.
Yes.
Okay, here's what I've learned about the town troubadour. First of all, played as an opening act for Neil Young. That's the make it big he got. He has a sister. Her name is Louise. Is it Madeline and Louise?
Could be.
He is portrayed by an actual musician, Grant Lee Phillips, and he is credited with the name Grant. So technically the town troubadour's name is probably Grant, but he subscribes to a troubadour mystique. He believes nobody should know anything about troubadours, who they are, where they come from, and he gets elected as the official town troubadour. So he had a firm leg to stand on when all those troubadours moved in on his territory. Like, Taylor, how could you allow an elected official to lose his position?
It's true.
So that is what I learned. Comedian and actor Dave Allen.
I literally just found him. He's the second troubadour.
Second troubadour.
That's what he's credited as in the credits for it.
And Taylor calls him a host of nicknames. Lady Godiva, Hirsute Hippie, Van Halen Hair. Manager at Kinko's, farmer, temporary manager and proprietor of the farmer's market, and an amateur troubadour.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a romance with Crazy Carrie.
Oh yeah. Crazy Carrie.
She's just crazy.
Yes.
He does it. He owns a Kinko's in Broughton.
Oh yeah.
So he doesn't even live in Stars Hollow.
No, he doesn't. I think honestly that makes it even better that like he just comes to torture Taylor and then leaves and goes back home.
It's like, oh, that was fun.
But he's so chill.
That's his vacation.
Yes.
From his Kinko's job.
Yes. To go sell his produce in Stars Hollow across the street from Taylor's store, from Dosey's.
And then have a relationship with Crazy Carrie.
Yes. I mean, she is Crazy Carrie.
She is Crazy Carrie. You don't get a nickname like that for nothing.
No.
But if we're going to talk about the mystique and mysteriousness that is the troubadour, I guess we could talk about another mysterious man in Stars Hollow, a.k.a. the town loner.
Yes.
Who has no name, who lives in the hills, apparently, who only comes around every once in a while. And one time he comes around in the show at all.
The only time
he appears is in the clock tower or bell tower, whatever, church, with his backwards sign, Schneedle Schnoodle Flu.
Which he came to protest something.
And we have done an extensive deep dive on this previously, and it's intended to be a mystery, but also apparently Lorelai makes a statement of like, well, maybe he's trying to protest against the ability, like how we communicate or some nonsense. And the people are trying to claim that is what he was protesting. And that was the point. But I believe it was also a Dan episode.
Yeah.
And
the loner was played by Dan.
Oh, that's right. The loner is Dan Sherman Paladin.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, I would love some good town loner lore.
I
would love to know why he's a loner. What? Because again, if we come back to how the townies with Babette, Miss Patty, they know everything and yet nothing.
Yeah.
Because Babette and Miss Patty don't know who the town loner is, other than, oh, he's the town loner. He lives in the hills. Girls, you telling me you were not curious enough to go find out?
Right? You didn't go to the hills?
I mean, they probably wouldn't have, but
that's
you
true.
couldn't convince some 12-year-old boy with candy and a $1 bill to go do it.
It's true.
Also, what hills?
in my mind, Connecticut is not known for its hills. I have never been to Connecticut, though.
I have never been to Connecticut
if
either.
you're listening from Connecticut and we are wrong and there are hills,
please tell us.
Let us know in the comments, because we are always open for more education.
But also, one of our exclusive episodes for Substack subscribers is going to be us replying to and discussing the comments.
Yes.
Because we've gotten some interesting ones.
Yes, we have.
But yeah. So, like, it's kind of like how everybody knew about Luke's Dark Day but Lorelai. Everybody knew about Rachel but Lorelai. Like, timelines aren't lining up. So, like, everybody knows about the town loner but doesn't know who the town loner is or anything about him.
Yeah, very interesting.
But also, the sign falls. And they all just stand there, watch it fall. And he has time to come down and, like, pick up his sign. Lorelai didn't run over there to go see what the sign said,
right? Like,
that's so uncharacteristic.
It would have taken him at least a couple of minutes to get down from the top of that tower, and in those 2 minutes, you couldn't go see even part of it.
Even more than that, the minute it fell, he didn't come down. He was trying to yell his protest.
Oh, that's right.
So why wouldn't one of them? Lorelai would have been curious.
Yeah. Why did they just sit there and try and hear him from a distance? They should have gotten closer.
I don't know.
But Taylor was also trying to, like, dissuade anybody from going over there.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's another question. Why wouldn't Taylor want to find out more about this town loner? That's not good for Stars Hollow's reputation.
Yeah, no.
Dan, you dropped the ball on this episode.
Yeah, we're calling it now. You dropped the ball.
Oh, gosh. Stars Hollow is a wild town.
It is. Okay, but speaking of the Townies, I love the episode with the 24-hour dance-a-thon.
Yes.
Because we see more of the townspeople in that. I'm thinking specifically of the guy that owns the bookstore. What's his name?
I don't know, but I know who you're talking about.
And how every year he always dances with somebody that he's dating, and every year he gets into a fight within the first hour and they break up. Like every year, and then it happens in that one too. Because she had like danced with Liam Neeson or something, and he's like, I can't believe you wouldn't tell me that, and then like storms off the dance floor.
Oh my god.
I love this town and these crazy people.
Yes, and I do love those moments when we get town events where we get to see more of the town. Like the knit-a-thon and the picnic baskets, and you really see like how the people come together.
Yeah.
And then you get new people. And this is what's interesting to me is we don't see a lot of new people move in.
No.
But then we get Sophie, who owns the music store. Well, where Lane learns to play the drum.
Yeah.
And where did this woman come from? Why did she choose to open a storefront in Stars Hollow? How was there an empty storefront that Taylor hadn't bought up and turned into something?
That's true.
And did she really expect, like, Stars Hollow does not feel like the town where you're going to make a lot of money selling musical instruments. Because them high school kids aren't buying their musical instruments. They're probably renting them from the school.
It's true.
And the school is going to hold on to their instruments until they literally cannot use them anymore.
That's true.
So, like, Sophie, and I didn't much care for her, to be honest. Like, she was very abrasive and felt very out of place in Stars Hollow, personally.
Is she not actually the singer that sings the credit song?
I don't
know.
That sings
Where You
now
Lead?
About to be like, I'm so sorry, we love you.
Fairly certain that she sings, and that's why they got her, because I think she sings the opening, like the song for the credits.
Sophie Bloom, played by Carole King. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Carole. You're wonderful, but also your character was unpleasant.
I think that they did that on purpose, because I don't think that she actually is that way. I think
no.
And I always wonder if she's like, can I be a really cranky person? Because like I just want to like be a really cranky store owner.
Yeah. And it's just so funny because she is very much like a cranky grandma vibe.
Yeah.
She does perform Where You Lead. A legendary singer-songwriter who's written over 400 songs since her career began in the 1960s.
Yeah.
Penning lyrics for iconic artists such as Aretha Franklin, the Beatles, and Celine Dion. You queen, Carole King.
And I think because like Lane walks in with an album that she plays on.
Okay.
I think that was legit. Like,
yeah, probably. I mean, she's been doing music since the 1960s.
She's Carole King.
Carole freaking King.
Yeah.
But no, like the character.
Yes.
I did not enjoy
Sophie,
the character.
Yeah.
I probably felt very rock and roll vibes though for the music store. And it was very nice of her to let Lane do her thing.
Yeah.
What sticks in my mind a lot is I think it's Zach maybe, who keeps getting peanut butter on everything.
Oh yeah.
Which just leads to more reasons to hate Zach, because what kind of musician disrespects a music store like that?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
I love that she like makes him like show her his hands before he can come in.
Just come in here one time with peanut butter. No, you shouldn't have come in there at all with those dirty peanut butter hands.
Why did you not wash the peanut butter off your hands before you left your house?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
He's just
no love for Zach.
No love.
None at all.
No.
But yeah, she's definitely like a harder character to like because she is so abrasive.
Yes. But I think, I don't know, it's just interesting because it feels really out of place at Stars Hollow. The music store itself feels out of place at Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
But I now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it out loud, I wonder if it was an attempt to not screw Lane over, because we've talked about extensively how they did Lane dirty.
Yeah.
But they gave her a music shop.
That's true.
So she could learn to play the drums so she could join a band.
It's true.
Or start
But in that
same
music shop, Zach picks up the banjo while they're on a break.
I mean,
because she goes in to put up a poster to look for a new band, and then Zach takes it down.
Jerk.
Yeah.
Playing a banjo? That's so rock and roll. You and your rock and roll banjo?
Yeah.
What is Zach? What is Zach at this point? What is he? Because he's, anyway. So yeah, it was interesting. Because like, I mean, I also kind of thought the beauty store where Lane gets her hair dye was kind of an odd little shop to have in Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
Like they had some weird shops there.
But Kirk works there, so.
Yes. But then you have the what is it? The little red
theater.
Whatever. Well, is it a theater? It's something that's like a cross between like a bookstore and a theater vibe or whatever. And it's got like couches and I think it's the Red Theater
is what it's called.
But I love that. Like that's such an eclectic small town vibe.
Yes.
And then you have the big barn that's the dance studio, but also where the town meeting happens. You've got a diner. Totally normal.
Yes. You have Al's Pancake World.
You have Weston's Bakery, which feels very like Stars Hollow-y.
I would own a Weston's if I lived there.
You would 100% own a Weston's, but it would be called Suzanthas.
It's true, it would. Yes, it would. It would be called Suzanthas.
Welcome to Suzanthas.
Oh, it would be so adorable.
It would be adorable. Let's do it.
Okay, but I don't want to move to Connecticut.
Really no, do it here.
Yeah,
Cottage Bakery.
It's true.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's a quirky little town.
It is.
And I love it. I used to so badly want to basically live in Stars. I loved the feeling of found family and the community and the just the vibes. A small town. And then I lived in not a super small town, obviously, but like max 30,000 people town. Where everybody knew either my mom or my dad because of their work, and everybody knew you, and I hated it. I hated everybody knowing me. I was so happy to move.
It's hard. So like I grew up in a small town,
probably much smaller than my town.
Like not as small as Stars Hollow, but I'm also the youngest of 8 kids.
Yeah,
and everyone there either knew my dad or one of my siblings, and so it was always very interesting, like even like going to school because like all of my teachers had one of my other siblings before. And so it's like, oh, you're so-and-so's sister, or oh, you're so-and-so's daughter. You know, it's like always, I grew to just like accept it and just be like, usually it was a good thing because my family was well known in good ways in the community. But like, so like I worked in a grocery store and I got that job because many of my siblings had worked there and they knew that our family worked hard. So they hired me because of my other siblings. And I know
a lot of pressure though.
That is a lot of pressure. And I know that there were some families that like one of the kids wasn't a good worker. And so they're like, we will not hire anyone else from that family, which really is not great for like, if that was the one kid that doesn't work hard, but the rest of them do. But like things like that, like get around the small town, you know, with the Babettes, the Miss Patties.
Yes. Yeah. And it's interesting too, because like I thought I loved a small town vibe. But as I became an adult, I was like, there's nothing to do here. But Stars Hollow felt like there was a lot to do.
Well, until 8, and then everything's closed.
But it's quiet and it's nice. Yeah. That's one thing I don't like about where my current physical residence is I used to love sleeping with the windows open when it was nice out. But here it's car, motorcycle, dirt bike, sirens, like because we're right off a main road.
I'm like, you live off a main road.
And people like to treat that straightaway as a racing strip.
It's true.
At 2 a.m.
It's true.
And it sucks. And I hate it. I want to be where our friends are, where the people aren't, where the people aren't. I want to be where the people aren't.
It's like our friends live out in the country.
Well, they live technically in the hills.
They do live in the hills. Oh my gosh. We know hill people.
And we were out at their house like the weekend after Easter or whatever. And it was so quiet. It was freaking 10 in the morning. And you literally could not hear cars, people. I was like, this is what I want. It's so peaceful.
I don't think I've ever heard another car there while I've lived there. I've not lived there. While I visited them who do live there.
Yeah, it is so quiet. And they're surrounded by trees. But
and deer.
Well, and it's so funny too, because I was driving through town. And like, I like living here. My husband and I, we've moved a lot. And we've moved across the country twice. And I thought like, oh, I like a small town. And then I hated the small town because this is where I was going with this. There's just nothing to do. And we ended up moving to like cities. We're talking Raleigh, North Carolina and bigger spaces. And I hated how far away everything felt and how much traffic there was. And how unsafe I felt in my home and neighborhood. Yeah. Which is not the case for all cities, but in my instance, that was the case with where we were. Yeah. We were outside of Raleigh. And so when we moved back here, I was like, cool, I like this. I like where we are. I mean, as far as overall. But I was driving and I was like, why do I feel kind of disenchanted? Because it is flat here. Yeah. Like the hills where our friends live, the hill people, is the hilliest. Yeah. And I'm from Montana, which is mountainous. Like I lived in a valley with a giant mountain you could hike. And so it's like everything is so flat. Heck, your own neighborhood, all of these are one floor above ground. It's true. Where are all the 2-story homes? Give me a 2-story home. Give me mature trees.
I mean, this is not a super wealthy area.
No,
we can't afford 2 stories here.
Well, they have basins. I don't know. I think it's just the way it was built because like where we lived in Montana, it was a gold rush area. And there's a whole area of town, a whole neighborhood that we lived adjacent to called the Mansion District because there are these old big houses and they're beautiful and they're all built into the side of the freaking mountain and they're gorgeous and they're historic. And I think that's another thing I kind of miss and why I like Stars Hollow so much is it's a historic small town. Yeah. But on that note, I was Googling when we were talking about small towns. Would it shock you to know that the canon population of Stars Hollow is 10,000?
Where are the other 9,998 people? There's more than most, 2,
but like on screen at any of the festivals, at any of the school events, there's maybe 50 to 100 people we see.
I was thinking like
we have to chalk some of that up to tourism because Taylor's all about tourism. Where are these 9,900 other people?
Yeah, because like I mean they do have a high school there, which implies that they also have like a junior high and an elementary school there.
Well, we've seen the elementary school because they do the play.
Oh yeah.
Luke and
that's
Laurel
right.
Talking.
That's right. All 12 kids that we see there. But I guess that's like a specific grade, like 2nd grade or something. But still. Like,
yeah, but I mean, the high school's not very big.
Yeah.
My high school, I think we've talked about this before. My high school had 1,200 kids.
Yeah.
So each grade had about 300 kids.
See, my graduating class, I think, was 900.
So
that many? Or I don't know.
So but there's no way Stars Hollow High was that big.
Yeah.
I mean...
Their high school looked big. Well, no, it didn't.
It looked like a school.
Just kidding.
And also, where was the elementary school and the middle school? Why was the high school close enough to Luke's Diner he could watch Jess not go to school?
Yeah.
Like, this town.
This town is so... I need a map.
It's fantastic. Yeah, because, like, where are these 10,000 people?
Yeah. They're not eating at Luke's every day.
So, okay, here's my theory. Now that I'm thinking about it. So you're not going to be familiar with this. A couple of our friends will be, and some people who don't live here will be. Montana. There's this town my great-grandmother used to live in called Laurel. And it is basically what I think Stars Hollow was. It's this little town that had like, this was my favorite part. There were these numbered streets and they were all up a hill. And when I'd go to my great-grandmother's house, I could walk up and down all the streets and she was on like 13th and I could go like 1 to 13 or whatever. And that was like a neighborhood. And then if you went into town, you'd have your grocery store, probably a casino or a bar because it's Montana, and the thrift store and a bunch of other little things. But it was just a lot of neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And it was a good, I want to say 30 minutes from there to Billings, which is a major city in Montana. And it has since grown to the point where Laurel and Billings are almost touching. but I have to feel like Stars Hollow was the Laurel to some other city's Billings, not Hartford, because that's too far away.
Yeah.
Because Jess is driving to Walmart
Yeah.
to go to work. So is Stars Hollow, like the actual boundaries of Stars Hollow, bigger and the town center is all we're seeing?
I mean, that's
where
possible.
are we putting 10,000 people? We talked about this in our exclusive episode briefly about like not seeing more of the town, like where are the neighborhoods and things like that.
Yeah.
So, and we don't have a long list of townies to talk about for 10,000 people.
Okay, but like when they do the living art exhibition thing, right? They have, I mean, we see like 30 people that are specifically in that because you have like the Last Supper, because you have Kirk as Jesus and the 12 apostles, and then you have, but like that's like, so there's 13 people right there, and then you have like a bunch of other art that like other people are, and then you have like the audience still. So I mean, we see.
Yeah, but there's also the question of how much of that is tourism. Again, because Taylor's always like tourists. They're trying to get tourists through their town.
Yeah.
And then there's also the fact that they're fighting with the neighboring town.
Yeah.
Who is also a small town, Brightwood or Brentwood or whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
That's their neighboring small town that's slightly bigger. And they're always competing for who gets the show and who gets this. And so I don't know. The whole thing is, I feel like they spent so much time focusing more on like the characters in the storyline. They kind of forgot that there are people like us who are going to overanalyze the map.
I mean, we're briefly overanalyzing because let's be real, there are people that are like hardcore doing the math.
For sure.
But like even at town meetings, there's never more than like 100 people there, max.
So who are these 10,000 people and why are they not at the town meeting?
And why do they not care about the town?
Or because the town meeting is for the whole town. It's not just like business owners.
No, because Lorelai goes there before she's a business owner.
And she manages.
Rory goes too.
That's true.
Rory does not own a business. But Kirk goes there. Yeah, Dean
Kirk is in every business. Okay,
Kirk owns also like
Taylor's lackey.
That's true. He is. Babette it goes. She doesn't own a business.
Which where's she going to get her town tea?
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. How does this town have 10,000 people?
I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
It's canon because apparently the sign for Stars Hollow says 9,937 or something.
I'm saying max. Absolute max number of people that live in that town is maybe 500.
500, yeah.
Yeah. I love that we were both on that same, like 500 people, max. Like, and that's like really pushing it.
Yeah.
There's no way 10,000 people live in Stars Hollow.
No way 10,000 people. Where would you put 10,000 people? Our town is 40,000 people.
Yeah.
And it feels big.
Yeah.
Where are they putting 10,000 people in Stars Hollow?
Yeah.
We have two. Technically, the other Walmart is in the other city. Town.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's so big that literally you just have to cross one of our major roadways and you're in the neighboring town.
Yeah, they kind of merge together.
Yeah, it's just it's this one road. If you're on this side of the road, you're in this town. If you're on this side of the road, but to me it's the same thing because my kid takes a karate class that is technically in the other town, but it's 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Like, and that's with 40 some odd thousand people.
And you live almost in the middle of town.
I do. It's weird because when my husband worked on the other side of town, I forget that there's more town on the other side of that overpass. Yeah. And it's a very different part of town because it's where the airport is and stuff. And it keeps going. And I don't think I've gone beyond where the airport is on that side of town. But it's like there's still more town.
Yeah. I've looked at places to live over there and I was like, hard pass.
Oh yeah, hard pass.
My brother went with me and he's like, you're not living here.
Yeah, because we're like in the epicenter.
Yeah.
Because we're right close to downtown and like we're the center.
Yeah.
And then you branch out this way, you branch out this way. Like our cities combined are so large that you may have an address because our hill friends, their address is technically our town.
Yeah.
But they're on the other side of the other town.
Yeah.
In the town hills. Yeah. Like the hills are by that name. But they have this town's address.
That's funny.
It's because and my friends who go to karate with us, they are technically on the other town side, but they're in the county.
Oh.
Like they're not even technically in the town because the boundaries of that town only go so far. So they're county.
Yeah.
It's weird. And you're telling me Stars Hollow has 10,000.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
I think there's 10,000 people in our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Like our combined area right here.
Yeah. And I think that there's no way that many people live in Stars Hollow.
Absolutely not.
Maybe your street and my street. And the other street.
Well, because my street is like a huge complex.
I know. That's why I'm saying your street and my street.
With all the duplexes and then the condos. And yeah, that's 10,000 people would be like one of the apartment complexes in the college town.
Yeah.
That would be like 10,000 people, I feel like. Like
like the whole complex.
Yeah, the entire,
like the multiple buildings.
Yeah. The whole complex. Like, because when we first moved to that town, when we first moved here, we ended up in that town. And they had this complex, which was technically more married student, not as many families. And then literally across, like I could walk there because they had a better playground than ours did, like more kid friendly, because it was the family one. So their playground in their apartment complex was more kid friendly for little kids. Yeah. And ours was more big kid friendly. So between the two of them, that was Stars Hollow. Yeah. And that's in apartments. Yeah. If they're saying it's 10,000. Yeah. That, no. 10,000 people and you have one elementary school, one middle school, and one high school? No. And then you would see those kids. Yeah. Well, we went from townies to town. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Well, do we have any other townies we want to talk about? I think we really just reached the point where we were trashing the town.
It just doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. And I mean, you got to going away from the reality that it is not, because it is a show and we tend to talk about things as if they're real. But let's go away from that. They made a conscious choice to make that population. Yeah. While also making the conscious choice to portray this as this teeny tiny town. Yeah. Because 10,000, let's be honest, and there are going to be plenty of small town folks who will chime in on this. 10,000 is not a small town.
No, it's not. Hold on. I got to know the population of my small town.
I just want to know the population of our current town. I look things up. I look up population a lot. Oh, I was way off. So when I moved to this town, the population of this town, so this is like 3-4 years ago, was in the 40,000s. It is currently almost 70,000.
Yeah, because my current hometown, that is growing huge, it is 45,000 people.
But like in the span of 5 years, it's exploded. Yeah. Just from when we moved here. Because I always like to check the population. Because my mom gets very nervous about things. Like when we move, she's checking the crime rates and stuff. And she's like, well, how big is that town? And I was like, it's like as big as your town. No, I'm realizing now, like to me, this feels like a city. Because the town that I'm from originally in Montana is still sitting at about 35,000. Okay. And they lost their mall because it just lost both anchor stores. Yeah. So like there is nothing to do in that town. Mm-hmm. And it's huge still though. Like our other friend can tell you, Helena's pretty big. Yeah. Like Helena, Montana, I can say that. Yeah. It comparatively to cities, sure. But it still seems kind of big. Mm-hmm. And it's only got 35,000 people. Yeah. Where are we putting 10,000 people? Yeah. Because a good chunk of that 35,000 live out in the valley. Yeah. Out of the city limit. Yeah. I don't know. Now I want to know what East Helena has, which is our neighboring town that is like 5 miles away from Helena. They exploded though. So this is what I think of a small town, okay? East Helena, which was like 5 to 10 miles outside of Helena. Like you'd go all the way to the Walmart, which was on the outskirts of town, and then drive in like emptiness for a little bit, and then you'd be in East Helena. When I left Helena and moved to North Carolina in 2018, they had just started building their high school in East Helena. Oh, dang. All of their kids were being bused into Helena to go to high school. They finally had enough students in East Helena to justify building a high school. And they built a second elementary school. The population of East Helena as of 2023 was 2,140. And that little town looks bigger than Stars.
Okay, so my hometown, that's 45,000. We have a small town that is a town next to us. That's 12,000 currently.
And does that town look the same size as Stars Hollow, or does it look bigger?
It's bigger. It's way bigger.
There's no way Stars Hollow has 10,000
There's no way. There is literally no way.
Especially for an area of town that they show that is almost strictly walking. You very rarely see cars driving. In our little tiny towns, there's cars everywhere.
Yeah. So like even when I was growing up there, which is many years ago, it wouldn't have been 10,000 then. and you still
It
that is
felt
probably
busy.
it felt busy. That's probably the closest that I have ever lived to like a Stars Hollow type town. Because it would have been probably closer to the actual true population of Stars Hollow, which is under 10,000. Because
Yeah.
currently they're at 12,000, which that is booming too. But like when I hung out there with friends there, because like they bused those kids to our high school in the next town over. I basically lived in like the Hartford.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I lived in Hartford. That's
What
weird.
you do?
Anyways, but like I remember I went to go visit some friends that lived there, and we drove down Main Street, and there was no actual stores on their Main Street because they didn't have very much. There was like one grocery store in that town that kept going out of business because they just didn't have enough people to support it.
Yeah.
Because they had to go to the next town over where we had like 2 grocery stores and like had all the accommodations.
East Helena, 2,000 population, had a dentist office because the family I nannied for, she worked there.
Uh-huh.
Stars Hollow doesn't even have a doctor's office.
It's true.
Or a vet's office.
They might have a vet.
I don't think that, because Luke called.
Yeah.
But he
that's
couldn't
true.
like drive in there.
But they
when
do have
Paulinka.
Yeah, but they do have a vet that like comes to the inn with their horses.
Well, because you need a special vet for horses.
I'm
which
just
they do have
saying.
here. But like the tiny town with only 2,000 population
Yeah.
has a dentist office.
Uh-huh.
But Stars Hollow with 10,000, you have to go somewhere else to go to the doctor and the dentist.
They don't have a doctor. They don't have a dentist. They have a diner. They have a small corner grocery store that could not support 10,000 people.
No, it could not.
Like at all. They have several restaurants, but even those are not.
They have pizza. They have Al's Pancake World. They have Weston's. They have Loot.
Yeah.
And I'm not even 100% sure the pizza is in town because they were talking with the guy to make the biggest pizza possible.
Yeah. That's right.
So like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You know who we haven't talked about yet?
Who?
The mechanic.
Oh, Gypsy.
Yeah. I kept wanting to call her Gigi, and I was like, no, that's Rory's sister, Gypsy.
Yes, Gypsy.
I love Gypsy.
I like how we're going to come right back to that. We went on the longest tangent about towns.
I mean, but I feel like it's relevant.
Well, and you know what? It is relevant because if you have 10,000 people, why is Gypsy the sole mechanic in that town?
The only mechanic.
Because you know what is nearly impossible to make happen in this town of almost 70,000 people? Enough work for multiple shops.
It's true.
And if you are one mechanic and there's 10,000 people, you don't have a lot of, seems like she's not working on cars all that often.
Well, they do say that, like, you have to get in early with Gypsy or else you're going to be waiting all day. But also, I feel like she takes longer than she absolutely has to, which is funny because she makes money based on how many cars she does, right?
Yes. Well, I don't know how her system works.
True.
But typically, and I can say this as the wife of a Ford technician, which in layman's term is mechanic, but he's much more than a mechanic. But anyway, you get charged for labor time. So the amount of time spent on the vehicle, and you get charged for parts and stuff. But like in industries, like not in Gypsy's shop because she is kind of the small shop. Yeah. But like at dealerships where my husband works, the company, like the Ford or BMW or Chevrolet or whoever, they'll say, oh, we think it takes this long to do this particular job, oil change, engine replace, whatever. Yeah. So if it's not customer pay, if it's like a warranty or just like a regular maintenance that the company is going to cover, the company says, we'll only pay you for this. Yeah. So if you go over that time, you don't get paid more. If you go under that time, you just get paid what they decide the time amount is. Yeah. But if it's a customer pay, like at Gypsy's shop, they're charging by the hour. That's true. And for the parts. So I could see why she would take longer. That's true. That makes more sense. But I don't know that that's necessarily what she's doing, because if she's the sole mechanic, like jobs take time. Yeah. And I've learned this from my husband that when you often think, oh, they're just dragging it out. And no, like some things do just take time. They do take time. Because you don't know what you're getting into until you're into it. It's true. So I actually don't know that she is necessarily dragging things out. For an example, when Jackson has his truck in there that he like does all his deliveries, and she's like, oh, I can tell you like to grind your gears like when you're shifting. And she's like, oh, I love this because it's going to cost you this much. And like, you're going to pay for my new, like, whatever. And so I don't know that she necessarily is dragging it out, other than like, she knows that that's going to be like a lot of work. Well, and she's alone. Yeah. And she's the only one doing the work. Which is wild because that's a lot of work to do solo. Yeah. I mean, I was just telling you about how my husband finished his workday and was trying to take care of my car, and he was replacing quite a few things that on their own probably wouldn't have taken as long, but he started working on my car at like 7 o'clock and did not finish until 2 a.m. So 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, because he was alone. You know, when you go to these like quick lube, quick lane type things, Costco, Walmart, whatever, they got 4 or 5 people working on your car at once.
It's true.
In dealerships and in smaller shops, you usually only have 1, maybe 2 people working on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Especially if it has to go into the main shop. Quick lane, they're just checking your fluids and changing oil, and that can be pretty quick, especially with 4 or 5 people in your car. But when it's a big job like transmission work, engine work, it takes a lot.
It's true.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like Gypsy because I like that actress. She gives, especially when she's Gypsy the mechanic, she gives that girl from Atlantis who's the mechanic.
Yes.
And I love her. If they ever did a live action, she would be perfect.
Yes.
But I don't know, Gypsy, I love how she handles Jess too. Like he's walking the car there and she's like, I will get this done as fast as possible because I want you gone too.
Yes.
Kind of vibes. Like, it's going to cost you. He's like, I don't care. Good, because I want you out too.
Or like even when Luke shows up and is like, did he pay you in cash? Like with like stolen money bags? And she's like, do you question where your customers get their cash?
Right?
And he's like, well, I guess not. And she's like, neither do I. Came in with cash. I took the cash. Like, didn't ask where he got it.
Yep.
I also love that same actress is the Brazilian maid at the end. I love her in that too. Which I don't know that we see Gypsy in A Year in the Life.
No, because she's playing maid.
Yeah, because she's playing the maid. And I love that, like, I love her as the maid and that Emily and like just loves her. Yeah. And she just loves Emily and like takes care of Emily. And I love that Emily has no idea the food that she's making for her, but she likes it and she eats it. And then like just more family members keep showing up and like to take care of Emily. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love like her versatility as an actress.
Oh yeah. I feel like she's in a lot of things. I just can't remember them now. But
yeah. Anytime she shows up, I'm like, it's Gypsy.
But I just love, she feels so authentic in every role too. Like how she is as the mechanic cracks me up.
Yeah.
And I just love that about her.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good point to bring up though, because doesn't Dean, who I personally don't think is got any skill making vehicles or taking care of vehicles, builds Rory a whole car and doesn't consult Gypsy?
Yeah.
Or does he? He may have consulted her.
I don't think he does.
Like, well, no, because Richard is like, I don't know about this car. I'm not letting my granddaughter in it until we get it checked out. And they take it to Gypsy and Gypsy checks it over.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Gypsy.
I like Gypsy a lot too. I'm so glad I remembered her.
I'm so glad you did too, because I completely forgot about her. Because some of these, again, it's a big town, and like I was saying to you earlier that like even though Babette and Miss Patty are only like significantly in a few episodes where they have a lot more going on, it feels like they are always in an episode. They're always there. Yeah. And Gypsy isn't always there, but it's like these are pivotal, important pillars of this community.
Yeah.
And they're just great. I think that's what appealed me to the small town, was that not necessarily having everybody know me, but having that, like, that's a whole big family right there.
Yeah.
You found a family that they're a little dysfunctional, a little weird, a little too in your business.
Yeah.
But they're going to show up.
Yep.
And they're going to take care of you. And you always have someone to count on.
Yeah.
And I just, yeah.
It's that found family.
It's that found family. Look, there's a reason it features very prominently in every book I write.
Well, I can't think of any other townspeople that aren't getting their own episode.
Fair. Yes. We're not omitting people because we forgot them, but Taylor and Kirk are getting their own episodes.
Yes.
And then obviously Suki and Jackson. And don't worry, more episodes are coming. We aren't down and out yet.
Nope.
Although I feel ready to go to bed.
Yeah. I think we can call it a night.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode of the Gilmore Gab, where we talked about our townies, and we're going to move on specifically to Taylor next episode.
Yep.
So tune in for that. It's going to be probably a hate episode.
Yeah.
We know how much you love those.
We don't love Taylor a whole lot.
I don't think we'll hate him as much as we hate the other people. No. I think it's going to be a love-hate episode.
I think it is going to be too.
But we know how much you guys love when we hate on things. So tune in for that. Subscribe to us on Substack, of course. And
especially if you love to hate things.
Yes.
We've got a great episode for you.
We really do. An exclusive episode.
Yes.
And yeah, until then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. The Gilmore Gab is created and produced by Rachel Llewellyn and Susie Carmichael. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Follow us on Instagram at Gilmore Gab Podcast and sign up for our newsletter on Substack. You can also subscribe to our paid Substack for early access to new episodes and exclusive content. The Gilmore Girls show and characters are the exclusive property of Warner Brothers Entertainment. Warner Brothers Entertainment is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse, the Gilmore Gab Podcast.